I'm really, my question, based on what I observed, was to challenge the fact that things were not lining up with what we've been told throughout this process, is that there should be one person and one vote, and that should be the process. But if I'm seeing replication and duplication throughout the process, the only way to get to the heart of this issue is to compare the handwriting on the applications to what has been evidenced within the containers. I don't think it's unreasonable, Madam Chair. And I really want to be fair and
please turn your
impartial.
electronics off. Thank you. Is there a motion?
And that is not part of the normal recount procedure.
What was the statement, please?
I just said that was not part of the normal recount procedure, correct?
For the recount.
This hasn't been a normal recount.
We count the ballots in the can, compare them with the poll book and the tape, and then we count them and hold them up for the voters to see.
Don't look for ways not to find the truth.
Okay, so the applications are not a part of your review and recounting.
No. Well, Madam Chair, this is an investigation.
No, this is a recount. We are certifying challenges at this time.
Your statutory responsibilities are to investigate anything that could raise a question of fraud.
Not necessarily. Is there a motion?
What is it?
Is there a motion?
Well, can you not use your subpoena power to solicit those items so that there can be a comparisons made and a clear question resolved here?
It affects
everything.
Is there a motion? The motion can include subpoenaing if that's what this board wishes. The motion can set this aside. The motion can do anything you wish.
Correct.
Transparency, Madam Chair. That's all we're asking for.
Just look.
Transparency.
Just look.
I heard the suggestion that you come back to it.
We can't keep coming back. We have to finish today.
I was just about to say, all of the challenges that they set forth are of this nature.
Yes, there's page after page after page of this.
Because that's what we saw.
So we can either set it to rest at this point. We need to resolve this issue.
I can give you a suggestion to
Mr.
resolve.
Barrow, this is not your challenge.
Hundreds of them. Hundreds. I have the same challenge. It's a suggestion. I think it's good. That includes.
Madam Chair, your investigative abilities can allow you to pursue
We're well
wherever
aware of our investigative abilities. Our attorneys have advised us. Our attorneys have advised us. Okay, the ballots in the case are not the ones the voters cast is the challenge.
And the team's decision was to proceed with recount.
And that's based on visual
What?
examination of ballots by the challenger.
Now, this is exemplary of what we see throughout the cases, 400 and some cases. And if you can't use that as a sample that has all those issues.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. We're unless we call on you, please don't talk. Did you have anything to add, Ms. Soto?
I don't think that.
I mean, to procedure, anything we'd be...
No, and maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but I don't think the challenge was not to count the ballots. They let us go ahead and count the ballots. They just wanted to say that they saw a pattern, and that was their challenge. But not
the pattern had to do with handwriting, and I thought we resolved handwriting yesterday. Did we not?
It's more
We
difficult.
did resolve that.
Wait.
No, this does had to do with handwriting.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
With all due respect, and I know that all of us have witnessed a number, thousands of ballots over the course of the last 10 days, but some of these challenges are predicated on different sightings and different interpretations. With this particular one, this is based on evidencing something so egregious that it needed to be investigated at another level and compared to the application.
And it has nothing to do with handwriting on ballots.
And
That was my question.
And not confused at all. There were some that were written just based on the handwriting. But what I saw, and based on conversations and trying to understand what could give us a clear checks and balance, that the repetitive handwriting in the container actually was the signature of the persons that signed the Cobo or signed the application. With this being an AV, then it was clear that there needed to be a comparison. No, with the AVs that sign an application. I'm very clear on that piece of it. And so what I'm saying at this point, we need the comparisons of the applications to the particular ballot so that there can be a clear setting aside of any concerns about the legitimacy of those ballots belonging to the voters.
Okay.
So
Now, my question to Ms. Anderson-Davis, did we not resolve handwriting issues yesterday?
No, you didn't.
Well, my question was to Ms. Anderson-Davis.
The challenge and the fraud allegation about the handwriting, this board voted that there was no probable cause.
Okay, I thought we resolved that. Now, how does that impact challenges that are listed on our list at this point? Or how do we deal with challenges that deal with handwriting based on our action yesterday?
My understanding of what she said is she's referencing not handwriting on the ballot per se, but handwriting on the AV acts.
Okay. And this board is charged with recounting ballots, correct?
Yes.
We have never dealt with applications in the 12 years I've been on the board.
Challenging fraud.
So,
Well, Madam
does
Chair,
that clarify anything for the board members, or do you have any questions for Ms. Anderson-Davis?
Well, Madam Chair, also the fact that you have fewer ballots in the container than you have on the application.
We intend on revisiting the unused ballots as soon as we...
As a separate issue?
These 14 pages, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do intend on completing that process today. Hopefully today.
But all of those happen in that one piece.
Yeah.
Can you tell us right there?
We can't hear.
I was suggesting that the board,
Do you want to do
stop, go back to what they were doing with the fraud investigation, review the challenges, and perhaps think about some possible resolutions.
Okay, and then on the fraud investigation, according to my template, then the only unresolved issue that I have marked is blank ballots used for fraud.
Yes,
Is that correct?
The board members, my understanding, were reviewing the ballots, the unused ballots versus the
Correct.
number of voters.
But that's not our only issue, there's that.
So that's our...
No, you
that's
never
what
dealt
we
with the issue of the
Mr.
poll
Barrow.
book. The names of people who sent back ballots is fewer than the number of ballots you got in the case. You got lots of ballots in the case that people didn't send back. And that's what Ms. Hartunian discovered the other day, as well as when you did the test of the blank unused
We
ballots.
did not finish that, Mr. Barrow.
So
I
that's
think
why I'm
you did
telling
bring
you,
me
We did not, Mr. Barrow.
And that's why she's suggesting that we complete that, and that's why I'm suggesting...
That would solve a
Okay,
lot.
does the board want to complete this item, and this is what I'm referring to, that's the only unresolved on that's the only unresolved on our investigation sheets. Okay, Ms. Anderson-Davis, we do not recess to do that, we do that as part of our meeting.
Part of the meeting.
Okay. So at this time, we will, which do you have your notes on which precinct we left off with that we want to
Madam
reach out?
Chair, before you proceed, I have a question. It has nothing to do with the challenge. I have a question relative to your procedure. You have said consistently throughout the days that you've been here that your board upholds the decision of the Department of Elections. And what they have decided is to continue to count. To continue to count, just bear with me a moment, I won't be long. To continue to count merely means that they think that all of the numbers that they need to have match up. So legally, they can continue to count the ballots in the canister. Does nothing to address the issues that we, the challengers, have put to you, which are, we
So
have...
they are not the people who would
All right,
address those
Madam
questions.
Chair, I'm simply saying that...
They are temporary workers. They do not address any of that, Ms.
No,
Wilcoxon.
I'm addressing it to you, Madam Chair.
I just don't think we should get talking about it.
Okay, well, we're going to examine unused ballots at this time.
I'm finding it.
Ballots and applications? Votes?
We do not have access to applications. We do not have them. They're not a part of our recount process.
You have access if you utilize your subpoena power, Madam Chair. You're just choosing not to utilize what's fully at your disposal.
That's what we're,
And then I left. And that was done.
Yeah, we're going to need Greg at this point.
I know, around to get the answer.
Ain't gonna get them all of us.
I have AB 5, 127, 330, 19, and AB 24 were the five that we were dealing with.
AB 5.
AB 24, AB 5,
Okay.
127,
Is that regular?
yes, 330, and 19.
And 19.
Yep.
No, please don't. Can I ask you?